crucial questions surrounding the Paris attacks were how were these terrorists able to communicate?
So there's been a lot of speculation that the plot involves social media apps as well as video game technology. This is really interesting. Shelly Palmer joins us to talk about this. I was actually talking with somebody just the other day, and we were talking about how, you know, they're communicating through social media. We knew that. Yeah. They said, well, why can't we just shut it all down? Just get rid of social media.
Start over.
Shut Facebook down, shut Twitter down.
Okay, just for fun for a second. Right. Which is better? Letting all of this happen in the bright sunshine, because it is, right? If you look at Twitter, if you look at Facebook, you will find, if you probably don't speak Arabic, but take the word stab, type it into Google Translate, put a hashtag in front of it, then throw it into Twitter, throw it into Facebook. You will be amazed at what you see. And you're going to go, how can this be allowed to be on Facebook? How can this be allowed to be on Twitter? But remember, it's easier to surveil something that's in bright sunshine. So you can kind of see the superficial terrorists, wannabes, sort of forming in the bright sunshine. That's much easier than forcing everybody underground. If you truly took away all of those tools, there are encryption algorithms for phones, there are encryption algorithms for text messages, plenty of them are freely available all over the internet, and then you really can't find the terrorists. And so here we have people who are doing superficial or almost conscripted, almost radicalized, or kind of congregating at websites. They're congregating on Facebook, they're congregating on Twitter and other apps that you can actually see. If you're the NSA or the FBI or you're a surveillance organization, it's actually easier to look at them in the bright sunshine than it is like they're on the street corner as opposed to in the dark alleys. That's really
well, the problem though at this point is that it's not all in the bright sunshine. No. A lot of this is dark web, deep web stuff. We should mention though, at this point there is no evidence suggesting that they were using apps like WhatsApp or any of these other social media tools to plan these attacks.
Oh,
but it's possible.
We know of, that the public knows of.
There has been no, I should say, outward information that suggests that.
That's correct.
But it is possible, yes?
It's more than possible. It's like saying, did somebody use the telephone to talk to one another? Of course they did. And there are encrypted, people are using this term dark web now, which is kind of interesting because it's not an actual term. It's just something people have made up because it sounds dark and evil. But look, you can go underground online. You really can. There are very inexpensive encryption algorithms that are James Bond-like. You have the encryption algorithm running on your phone, they have it running on their phone. Nobody can decrypt. Now, by the way, Google and Apple and a lot of big companies provide these services, right? You can buy encrypted secure lines, and they're freely available. Most businesses don't want their competitors eavesdropping on their trade secrets, and so they will use secure environments. Sony wishes it had a more secure environment after it got hacked. So, you know, all of the tools we use to prevent cyber attacks that we talk about a lot can be used for good, to prevent a cyber attack, or can be used for bad, to cause one. And that's really where we are right now.
And now the concern is that they're talking to each other on PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy because it's harder to track than anything else. You can do things like spray bullets in a message, and as the scene disappears, that's gone forever. It's really interesting the way that those tools can be used.
Very disturbing, too.
Shelly, we could talk about this for a half hour because it's so fascinating.
And we should one day because it's important for people to know.
I agree.
Thank you, Shelly. All right.
Shelly Palmer, ShellyPalmer.com.
I love that. That's awesome. Thank you.